Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Did you guys have a great weekend? Are you having a good week so far? Today I'm just going to get ready again for you. Talk about the look, talk about some other things. Like how this camera's going out. I'm sorry guys, I would have put up something else, but I don't have anything. The camera is constantly flickering back and forth between warm and cool temperatures. Nothing I can do about it. I'm just going to have to try and get a new camera. And let's get that rolling, okay? I wanted to make sure that I thanked everybody on Instagram and here who let me know about the eyeliners. The milk eyeliners went on sale. I don't think they still are. You could check, but you know, I'm always plugging those. And they went on sale in the weekly wow at Sephora for $11, so half off. As soon as I heard about it, you know I was there. Ultimately, I decided that I would go with blue and brown. I've not tried the milk black, okay? I'm sure it's a pretty dark black, right? Well, that Sigma one that I always use, that one there, for me, it does not transfer. It's really dark black, it stays, and why spend the money on the milk one when that one will do the job? So, in fact, I've got it out here to use again. I love that thing. So I didn't get black, but I do love the blue, which is called Biz. I got the blue and the brown. So I can't wait till those get here. But I didn't. I thought about getting the nude. And then I thought, how often do I actually use the nude, right? So, hang on. We forgot our lip primer. I love looking in the comments. I know the last video is a giveaway, so I did not answer comments. I only gave the heart. And when you guys ask questions down there, I'm like, but I can't answer the comments. So I thought, all right, well, maybe I will address a few things here in this video. Even if I'm not answering the comments and I'm just giving a heart on the comments, you guys, I want you to know that it does my heart so good to read the comments and see you guys interacting with each other. I love that so much. It gives me the feel of a real family. You know, we're not just here for me, not just here talking to me, but when you guys are talking to each other, I really, really like that so much. And so it just makes my heart feel so good. Little bit of an update on the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks. So, you guys, she issued, or her company issued, a refund to me. I still need to check and see whether or not I have got that on my Visa. Let's do that right now. Want to? Let's check my Visa right now and see if I got it before I make this announcement. Yes, it has been refunded. So I don't think this is because of what I did. I think it was just my time in the queue maybe to get my refund. But I know some people were saying that you have to return the lipstick and then pay shipping and then they'll give you your money back or whatever. I don't know where that came from. I don't, because they refunded my money. I probably shouldn't have, but because of her past dealings with Morphe, I actually did jump the gun. And I contacted my bank and told them the whole story. You know, basically I said, look in the news, you'll find it. I wanted my money back, and I gotta tell you, I was afraid. When I bought her Vault from Morphe, I was not satisfied. I have been more than vocal about how unsatisfied I was. And I tried to get a refund, and nothing. And you know why Morphe has a 1% return rate? Because they don't answer you. That's why. So I thought maybe this was going to be the same deal. Like it was just going to be a bunch of talk and, you know, I wasn't going to get my money back. So I contacted the bank and opened a dispute. Because I'd already sent in my picture, you know, pictures showing what the problem was with my lipstick and requested it, and I had heard nothing back. And I know it was a lot of people to deal with, but I felt like I jumped on that, like one of the first people to jump on and do that. So because of that, They didn't answer me. I thought, they're not going to do this. They're going to treat me just like Morphe, and they're not going to do this, and I'm not going to get my money back. And then when the rumors started flying about how you had to pay shipping to send it back to them and stuff, I started the dispute. And you know what? Over the weekend, Jacqueline Cosmetics just issued a refund. And they told me that they'd issued the refund, and I thought, I'm going to wait and see. And, you know, so we just did that together. It is in there. On another note, I spent some time going through my caddy to see, you know, what can I do to dupe out this lipstick. And I found that I already have a lipstick. Surprise, surprise. I mean, this shade. This shade I chose is a typical Mary shade. The one that I got then was Perfectionist, and a straight up dupe for that, if you want to know, is MAC Velvet Teddy. Velvet Teddy doesn't have that luxurious feel. It's more dry. But, you know, if you put a gloss over it, it looks the same. I wrote down some people's comments that I wanted to address in a video, you know, so that I can at least answer them. So let's do that. I was straight up laughing about Jan's comment. She said that me being in that bandana in the last video reminded her of Sweet Sweet Charlotte, Agnes Moorehead. And I have to admit, when I first read it, when I saw Agnes Moorehead, I associated that with Bewitched. When I first started reading it, I was grinning, right? And then I got to the part in the video where she said, "Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte." And I went, what? Hush, Hush, Sweet Charlotte. I have still never watched that movie. And I'll tell you why. When I was a kid, here in Indiana, there was this show that came on locally, and it was called Sammy Terry Theater, I think it was. Sammy Terry. Maybe theater wasn't part of it. Maybe it was just Sammy Terry. But it was this local guy, and he dressed up like, I don't know what he was, a ghoul or something. He had a whole white face and then black around his eyes and on his lips. Anyway, he had this really evil laugh, and it would send my brother running down the hallway with his pillow every single time. And then he'd come back out when the scary movie was on. So the scary movie didn't scare him. It was Sammy Terry that scared him. This is just Soft Brown from MAC. So Daddy's out there in the recliner, and Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte is on. And it scared me. I don't remember anything else about this movie except for when her head, I assume it was Charlotte's head, I don't know, somebody's head comes rolling down this staircase. It scared me so bad, and I took and ran and jumped up in my daddy's lap. And I was crying in his chest. I'm like, nah, Daddy. So her saying that, I went like from 0 to 3 seconds. I went over Agnes Moorehead. I didn't even know Agnes Moorehead was in that show. Okay, I just the words "Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte" did that to me. And then of course I had to laugh. Bonnie wanted to know if I'd ever tried Chantecaille. I think it's Chantecaille. I think that's how you say it. Have I ever tried Chantecaille mascara? It's, I think, $70 a tube. And no, I have never tried that. I did think about it because I believe there's an eyelash serum in that. And so I have thought about using it, but no, I've never been able to pull the plug on a $70 mascara. I probably shouldn't use this, but I saw it was still in the discontinued at Sydney Gray, so I'm going to go ahead. This is so beautiful. It's a pigment called Dublin. She's discontinuing it, but I want you to remember that you get a discount, okay? I don't get anything for it, but you get a discount if you use the code Glitzy Fritzy. You'll get 15% off this being discontinued pigment called Dublin. You can't beat that. This is gorgeous, as you're going to see. Most of the time what people do with pigments is they will mix it with water, setting spray, something to not really activate it. You could use it right out of there, but it's messy if you do that. So what I'm going to mix it with is NYX pigment primer. So I'm just loading up this brush with this, and I'm just going to come right into this pigment and mix it around. Anyway, so Stacy wanted to know what are my favorite milk liner colors, and so ultimately then the ones I chose were Biz, which is the blue. I love the navy. It's not quite as dark as black. Kind of helps the eyes be whitened up a little bit. And then the brown, because it's also not as dark as black. I've never tried the black. If you wear nude liners a lot in your waterline, then you should pick that up, because I've never seen a nude liner that is as natural as that one is. So I laid down a base with the Dublin and that primer, but now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop in here with my finger just to make it a little more shiny, and pop it right over the top of that, and it'll hang on to it and won't let it go all over my face. And look how beautiful that is. One of you asked me for this eye look, is why we're doing it. Back when I did use Dublin before, somebody asked me for it. So look at that. I think it's $5 in the discontinued section. And, you know, I'm telling you that because if you want it, that's how you're going to have to get it. You're going to have to hurry and hop into the discontinued section to get this. Now I'm just like where that seam was between the two, I'm just adding a little more soft brown. I read another question from Kathy. Kathy wants to know, boy, I get this. It made me chuckle, because I can't believe that I've had this channel this long and no one's ever asked me this before. I would probably wonder about this myself if I didn't know me, right? She wants to know how it is that I go through all those mascaras in a month, right? How do I do that? Because that's a lot of mascara to go through in a month. Usually a tube will last you 2 to 3 months, depending on how much you use it, I would think. And that would be one tube. So how do I manage to go through all those lipsticks in a month? Well, you're not seeing the lipsticks I went through literally in that month. What you're seeing is what I threw away that month, because it's in the empties. So that lipstick mascara may have been open for a really long time and I've been working on it. I've got a lot of them open and rotating through them, and the mascaras you see in the empties doesn't necessarily mean that that tube was gone through in that month. You see, it could have been sitting there for a couple of months, and I've just got so many open. Am I making any sense? But yeah, when I read that, I was like, good question, Kathy. How in the world does anybody go through, 3 or 4 tubes of mascara in 1 month? No, I may have been working on it for a little bit, and you just saw it that month. Because I have a problem opening up mascaras. For instance, right now, I've got this Essence. I love this Essence mascara so much. It's one of my most favorite mascaras. But you know what I really love it over? The MAC Extended Play. I love MAC Extended Play so much, and I love it on my bottom lashes so much because it's a tubing mascara and it doesn't smear or transfer or anything like that. So I want to, right now, reach into my backup and grab one of my MAC Extended Plays and open it up and start using it. And then I will put it underneath this mascara. But here's the problem. This has been open for a while now. I need to finish this thing up, so I'm not allowing myself to open the MAC Extended Play. Are you guys getting a lot of rain where you're at? It's really, really dreary here today, too. It's going to be this way. It's been this way the last few days. We have a lake in the backyard. It's going to be this way, I think, all week long again. One thing, we have a big boat in the backyard, so if need be, we can always move to the boat and float out of the neighborhood, I guess. Do you guys leave your doors locked all the time? Like if you're in the living room, is your front door locked? Or do you guys leave it unlocked because who's going to come walking in your house? Right? Okay. Well, we're thinking about not doing this anymore, but we typically leave the door unlocked. My husband's constantly going in and out of it anyway so that he can smoke. But yeah, my son said I wasn't in there, so I didn't see this happen. And for some reason, Shy Guy didn't think I needed to know about it. Probably thought I would stress over it. But he's sitting in there watching TV, and this guy walks in the house. He's just like, he got the wrong house. Walked in like all the houses around here look exactly the same. He just walks in our house. A long time ago when the kids were little, so there was 7 of us, right? And we've got this van. When you got 7 people in your family and you're not a rich family, you're just, I don't even know that we're middle class. We'd like make up stuff. Things that we could drag out all day long. There's lots of things that we used to do that would occupy the kids all day long. Yeah, but one of the things that we liked to do was dream about the house we were going to get, the big house we were going to get, where everybody had their own room and we had a pool, and like you do. And I also like to get ideas from other people's houses. Now, these days, we have Pinterest. So you can just get on Pinterest and check out other people's ideas for stuff, right? But back then, we would go to open houses on the weekend. Open houses would give me ideas for how to decorate. And, the kids liked, we just like to do it. And there was this open house in our development, and every time I drive by that house, I crack up laughing remembering this. But we did that to somebody. We went in their house. We were like driving by, and we saw a open house sign in the yard. And we didn't look at the dates or anything. We just got everybody out of the van. So there's me, Shy Guy, and, the 4 older kids, and Elijah, who was a baby at the time. Get him out of his seat and everything. And the 7 of us just proceed to open the door and walk in this house. We're standing. Imagine this, right? Well, apparently there was just this one guy, like Shy Guy that day, just this one guy there. And I don't know if he had gone to the bathroom, but there was no one in the house when we walked in. No realtor met us at the door, There was no paper to sign or anything. But, we just, I don't know. We walked in and that didn't occur to us. The older kids ran into the living room and, I think 1 or 2 of them ran into the kitchen. I'm not sure. And me and my husband, we're still standing at the front door because, we're looking for the paper that you sign when you go in. And this guy comes and appears out of nowhere. He just comes in the living room then, and the look on that man's face was like, he didn't appear to be scared, more confused than anything for just a couple of seconds. And then he was like, "What are you doing in my house?" Imagine these kids all running around, right? "What are you doing in my house?" We're like, we're here for the open house. It's like, that's tomorrow. Sorry, can't read. Be back in just a little bit. I'm back. I decided, my eye look is okay the way it is, but I want to deepen this part right here a little bit. I'm going to take a darker shade. This is MAC Swiss Chocolate. I'm going to take a darker shade, and with a littler brush, I just want to darken up and sink my eyes back just a little bit more. And to do that, what I'm going to do is tip my head back slightly like this so that I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to go right into the crease and just draw this line. And I'm going to do it like an arch to sink the whole eye back just a little bit more. I have a mirror right here that I'm looking at. Now then, I think that you can see, I hope you can see, how that sunk my eye back a little bit more than this eye. I noticed that Cher does this a lot. She has her eyes sunk back, which I think her eyes do sink in a little more, but she really has a dramatic sunken look. I studied her eyes a lot in burlesque, and I really liked how that looked. So I like doing that. Don't you think that this eye looks a little more sunk back now than this eye does? So have you guys had anything funny like that happen to you before? Has anybody ever walked in your house, or have you just walked in somebody else's house before? And I want to hear your stories. Your guys' stories make me laugh. So I want to hear your stories as well as me telling my own, you know. And please interact with each other. I love reading that. I love seeing you guys get along like a family. And that's what we are, right? A family. So please do that more. It just makes my day. I hope that you guys know you're the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not having a blessed day, please go out and be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye. And I'm out.
Alrighty, let's become a kitty cat. No, that's not a kitty cat. A kitty cat is like... No, it isn't. That's a rabbit. What does a kitty cat do? It goes like this. At least according to Puss in Boots it does. I'm like mumbling. You understood that, right? Yeah, doing your fingerprint on the home screen does nothing. You gotta open an app first. Woo! What are you doing? Woo! 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 Gong! Can I do that? Bewitched nose. Or does she wiggle her nose or her mouth? No, that's her daughter Tabitha, right? That's easier to do. Who goes like this? That's I Dream of Jeannie, right? Let's do them all together. Then I got to the part where she says, oh my gosh, if you press like this, you'll see stars. I can't do that evil. Wait, I gotta do this. No. I don't know how I did it. Watching it, and sweet, hush, hush, sweet Charlotte. We can do our own little, that sounded like a rap. I'm just accomplished nothing but spit everywhere. We're gonna fly away. Yeah. People normally fly away in a flood. We're gonna float away. But, you know, when you got 5, that is not gonna look good. Do not put Sigma eyeliner in your stupid brows.